Hey soul family, welcome back to the channel. This is the White Feather Tarot, and in today's reading we are doing what will your future spouse be like, and also how and when will you meet them. Hey guys, just reminding you, your oral offer will expire on the 8th of this month. So if you were considering checking it out and making use of this offer, then make sure you hurry so that you don't miss out on it. You have a 7-day free trial of the app as well as a 25% off of the membership. I hope you enjoy it and that it brings you the mental peace and enjoyment it has given me. And to do this reading, we are going to be picking 3 piles together. I see the first one. 1, 2, and 3. Right. So let's see what cards we have for today's reading. For pile number 1, you have companionship. For pile number 2, you have believe. And for pile number 3, you have wonder. If you like to pick with crystals, let me add these right now. There we go. So for pile number 1, you have the yellow aventurine. For pile number 2, you have the green moss agate. And for pile number 3, you have the amethyst. All right. So take a look at which one of these 3 piles or 3 crystals you're the most drawn to, and that will probably be the pile for you here today. As I always say, in case you feel drawn to more than one pile, maybe even all of the piles, you might get more information about the person that you will be meeting. That's if you were drawn to all of these piles. You know, sometimes some people will see these piles as separate, and then other people listening to the very same piles will understand how they're connected, and that's all related to how you receive your message from the universe. So feel free to do whatever feels right to you. And as usual, once you're ready, you'll find the timestamps down in the description box. Click on your times and I'll see you in your readings. Hi, pile number 1. Welcome to your reading. You were drawn to the beautiful yellow aventurine as well as the companionship card. And today we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like, and also how and when will you meet them. Oh, I feel this one. So let's take this card. And let me put this right here. Wonderful. And let's pick the last oracle card in this reading. There we go. And finally, let's pick up a chakra card so that we get a good grasp of energy with regards to this person and your connection. Okay, so let's reveal your cards. Your chakra card is an underactive third eye. I see, but I don't trust my intuition. I feel like initially you will meet someone, you will meet this person, you can see that they are the one, but perhaps a part of you is not going to believe initially that it will actually come true. So this looks like someone who you will really like, to an extent where you might initially think, could this be possible? Something like that. And then you have the masquerade. All right, it's definitely someone who designs and creates masks. So hiding your true self, projection. And then, or it could be the other way around as well. Let me wait. I genuinely have a feeling that you will like this person. This is intuitively something that I felt, that you will initially really like this person, but you won't be sure if this is going to be the one, although you really feel it. So here you have child, orphan. The light attributes of this card is independence based on learning to go it alone, conquering fear of surviving. Now the shadow attributes are feelings of abandonment that stifle maturation, seeking inappropriate surrogate families. Okay, so we're gonna keep that right there. And interesting that this is coming with a mask. Oh, that's so sweet. You've got the otter. Isn't that so sweet? I mean, otters in a love reading, that is fantastic. Okay, so now I see why you have companionship here now. Let's now pick up your tarot cards. You two are going to be perfect matches to helping each other somehow heal your inner child. It's not like somebody's going to do something for you or that you are going to do something for someone. But I think you will have a wonderful dynamics in your relationship, a loving atmosphere that will truly be healing both your inner childs. Okay, it's like some environments, they help flourish you, help yourself, and some environments push you back. This is a great environment for the both of you, will be a great environment for the both of you to heal inner child. So this could be their inner child, your inner child, or both. I'm feeling intuitively that this is both. Okay, so let's now pick up your tarot cards and get more information about this person, and also how and when will you meet them. Wow, I really feel like this Ace of Swords is so closely related to this card, to your main card. I'll tell you why in a moment. And you have the Two of Cups. It's built now. The story is becoming clear. Whoop. Some adjustments are going to be made in this connection. And you have the Hanged Man. The Judgment card. The Six of Pentacles. The Two of Pentacles. The Death card. I felt that in several ways. Okay. You have the Seven of Wands. The King of Swords. Isn't that really cool? Ooh, and you have the Emperor card. Where do I begin? This looks like a really interesting story. So, let me first tell you about who this person is, and then we're gonna go to your interesting story of how you're going to meet, and then how things are gonna go down. And then we'll extract the timing. Okay, so first of all, this is going to be a lovely relationship. I mean, you can already see it. You have the Otter and companionship. This is like a perfect match, a loving match. Both of you will... there is this innocence in this connection, so both of you could be like serious in real life, but when you are together, you take your masks off, and you will tend to like be very playful with each other. There's inner child innocence. It's like both of you will truly be your real, true, authentic selves, very playful around each other. There's going to be this pure connection between the two of you. Everything masks off totally. Like both of you will not be ashamed of being yourselves, especially after you get to know one another. And here's the thing about this person that you will marry one day. You do see here an altar. So there's a clear energy that this person will hold you sacred and will treat you with so much respect. You will be like their sacred space that they love spending time with. This is the time where they truly shine, and it is the time that they will heal as they spend this time, beautiful time with you. Also, you will find that this person is really generous. So generosity could be many things. It could be time, and it could be everything. Time, connection with you, generous with the things they want to give you, of course. So a generous heart. You can see with all of the gifts being presented here on the altar, I really feel like this person will be very generous in terms of their energy with you. And do you see the key here on the hat? I also feel like this person will be very intelligent, and so they will help you unlock many perhaps closed-minded areas that you're not noticing, or will open up your mind about many things that you're not seeing. So healthy conversation going on here, clarity happening between the two of you. And the reason I said the Ace of Swords is very much like this card is because you see a lot of respect, someone presenting respect, like treating them like their king or their queen, and bringing truth and clarity, offering truth and clarity in their connection. So also the key, so first of all, like I said, there will be beautiful conversations between the two of you, smart and clear conversations between the two of you. Also the key here, I feel like you will genuinely have the soul key to their hearts, or at least a deep part of their hearts. It would be the accurate way to deal with this. You will have access to a special place of their heart that maybe even they didn't know about. You will be able to see that, and you will be able to freely access this place safely. Yes, you will have a like a sacred, special, deep place in this person's heart and mind. That's very clear in your reading here. Also, instantly, I envisioned this table with all the tools because I thought this was a cup and then the pentacles. So I was like, whoa, wait a minute. This could be also the magician's table. So there will be a lot of magic between the two of you. Magic here is like whatever you two will put your mind towards, you will be achieving together, thus making this connection so full of life and full of excitement. I doubt you will have one boring day in this connection. in this connection with your spouse, you will have a lot of dreams together. I feel like two people got their heads together and they're full of dreams and are just gonna roam into the world, making all of these dreams come true. Not a single boring day of your life. Two heads coming together. Should we do this or should we do that? You will always be up to something. Also, the bird here signifies perhaps even a lot of flying and traveling going on between together. And yeah, back to the magician. I was going on a trail. With the magician also, you will experience a lot of magic together, like magical emotions, magical experiences. This really is going to be a truly magical connection. And I see why in the beginning you would see it straight away. This card is you, it's not them. You will see straight away, it's like, whoa, my goodness, this is my person. Wow, could that really happen? How could that happen? There's, for some reason or the other, something related to you thinking it's difficult maybe in the beginning. I don't know why. Maybe you don't know if they are in a relationship or not. Maybe you'll see them from afar or something in the beginning. Maybe, I don't know. We'll get to it again when I feel like I got it. But right now, something about you not really believing that this amazing person will actually be your partner. Okay, so let's now explore your story, because your story is so interesting. So it looks like a beginning happens here and then someone is disappointed. So I was gonna get some water, and so I thought it was part of, like, I paused, went to get some water, and then I thought, oh, wait a minute, there's water and there's offering of a cup with water, and it dropped. And I think, like, really feeling super thirsty at this point has to mean something in the message. I'll go drink so I can think clearly and then I'll come and think about it. Okay, that feels better. So within your connection, it looks like some offer is going to be made that may not be taken right away. A ship has sailed here. So I don't know, will this be like some sort of misunderstanding? Like, you know, in the beginning, when people like each other, they give clues to each other. Perhaps someone missed that clues, or something happened here where someone had hopes, either asked someone out or had hopes, but for some reason these hopes weren't reciprocated. It could truly be due to misunderstanding, due to certain circumstances in somebody's private lives. And so for one reason or the other, one party will have their hands tied, and it's not gonna work out like right off the bat, just so you know. But that's not a bad thing. I have great news, great ending. It's wonderful. It is the person you are going to end up with and marry. So there is a long pause here. And long, by the way, doesn't have to be like years. Long could just be long because you feel it being long, because you're longing for someone. Long, long, long. Yeah, there is definitely waiting here. And something like ended too soon. But never forget, the death card in tarot is transformation. And you can see something here rising. You see the angel and the lover's card here. So what ended is gonna rise again. It's not the end of the story here. And you have temperance as the hangman. It's like patience. There is a little bit of a pause, but patience. because with someone is waiting and someone's going through challenges. That's the Seven of Wands. Someone is waiting. That's the background of the Seven of Pentacles. So Seven of Pentacles is waiting. Seven of Wands is challenges. So one person is going through challenges and the other person is waiting. Looks like someone here is waiting. Someone else has their hands tied, going through some challenges. But commitment is bound to happen, because we can see here with the Judgment card, what the dead is rising. Do you see that? The dead is finally rising, and with the King of Swords as well, where the Hierophant is sitting on the throne of the King of Swords. This is like hardcore commitment. King of Swords is committed, a committed figure in tarot. And the Hierophant, one of the meanings of the Hierophant is being committed, commitment. And that's why the Hierophant card could sometimes mean marriage, being committed and getting married. So this is like hard, going from nothing at all to being super committed in the connection. Now, with all of these amazing things that is going on, the story is not ending. You do see here the Devil figure in the Judgment card. I like being real with you and telling you exactly what I see. Overall, by the way, even with what I'm going to tell you now, this is going to be an amazing connection. You have no idea, but I gotta tell you exactly what I'm seeing in your cards. You know, the connection before things fully happen and before you get into this fully committed place, there is waiting and some things to be fixed. And also, once things start rising, you want to avoid staring at an illusion. So what is this illusion? There is stability with the Emperor, but something is missing. And that's the Emperor himself. So I know why the Emperor is not there. The Emperor jumped to see you. So that's the good part. Like, we can clearly see quick action, absolute commitment, quick movement. But at the same time, there will be initial difference in expectations between what you envision your lives will be like and what they envision your life will be like. Not that it's going to affect your commitment or your beautiful connection in any way, but just so you know, there are some things, like maybe different point of views about how you've envisioned this connection to be, that will be beautifully resolved, by the way, with the Six of Pentacles, but little by little. I think you will grow into understanding what each of you drew and imagined. But together, the wonderful thing about the two of you is that together you will cooperate and collaborate to soften that blow. This is Six of Cups is like, it has to do with children. So there is nurturing energy in both of your energy. There's softness, great softness going on between the two of you, where it's not like, what? And the other person is like, I didn't say that. Nothing of that sort. But you will see like a little bit of a shock about what you expected and what they expected. But the wonderful thing, like I said, is that you will both soften the blow so much, collaborate and cooperate with each other to make it so smooth. And together you will be building an awesome life. Like, remember, the devil is just an illusion, nothing to be scared of. In fact, with this type of collaboration, you will be meeting your expectations, both of you. It's like, oh, well, I see. So there's communication here. I saw it like that because I thought we would do this and this would show that I was important to you. Oh my God, thank you for telling me. I will definitely adopt this point of view and I will put it in and make sure it happens. And they tell you what they're expecting. And you're like, oh my God, I didn't mean to sound like that or to ever be like that. I'll make sure I say it better the next time. So yeah, although there's an initial like shock of different expectations, both of you will be really softening the blow and making it work. But with regards to this person, they're going to be like super committed. They'll be like, we can't see the emperor sitting. They've already went and they've committed. And yeah, they will be taking charge of the situation and making sure that things will work out fine. So yeah, your story with your future spouse is so interesting. And although there is some pause here, obvious pause in the middle, due to one party having their hands tied, it's like they would love to make a choice, but they can't. So that's what's going on here. Oh boy, they will be coming back full on committed. And let's explore this devil. I mean, I do believe it is totally different expectations. I believe that, I can see that. But I'm just curious, like, what different expectations here? Hiding, your true self, projecting. Maybe you'll be discovering things, maybe you'll be discovering things about one another that you did not expect. But that's okay. That's okay. I get it now. Because even if you discover things about each other that you weren't expecting, there is this nurturing energy of learning about each other and presenting to each other what the other person needs calmly and tranquilly. I totally get it now. But since we got the cards, let's see what you have. So, you have the King of Pentacles and the lover angel sitting in the King of Pentacles, showing a reliable lover. Absolutely. Someone who's got things in. Look at the Emperor. That's the feet of the Emperor that wasn't there. Someone who is reliable. Someone who you can depend on. And has the power to change. Like they can change themselves. It's not like I will change and they don't. No. Someone who has control over themselves and will definitely make changes happen for the sake of their love. You have the Six of Swords. So this is the scene of the Six of Wands. This is success, slowly moving towards success. So it's definitely saying different habits, different expectations, different ways of doing things, but slowly adjusting to make it work. Yeah, slowly but surely making it a success, because there's a lot of care and love going into this. Ooh la la. You have the Nine of Cups, absolutely drunk. Nine of Cups is a wish coming true, feeling so happy, feel like your dreams are coming true. This is more than that. This is someone drunk in love with you. Ooh. Someone who's going to be drunk in love with you in a good way. Yeah, you will have the deepest part of this person's heart for sure. Okay, so now when are you going to be meeting this wonderful person? When are you going to be meeting this wonderful person? When and how? I mean, I know, well, we know how, but how is this beginning? Like, I want to know how for you from the beginning. Like, how are you seeing this person, first of all? So let's pull out cards on how you are seeing. Oh my, all of these. Okay, how are you seeing this person and when? How are you seeing this person and when? No, sorry. How are you seeing this person? Yeah, that's it. Like from before, not from this part. How are you seeing this person and when? That's how we're doing our allocation of cards. How are you seeing this person and when? So, 10 of Wands and the 10 of Cups. Again, your story, man. So, some difficulty is going to happen before it goes really well, even in the beginning. 5 of Wands and the 5 of Swords. There is this emotion of sometimes happy, sometimes not happy. It's a bit challenging in the beginning. Hold on, pile number 1. Don't be discouraged. This is an amazing person. But let's explore together. You have the Moon. You have the Knight of Pentacles, the Chariot. Things are slow in the beginning. It is what it is, you know? Things are a bit slow in the beginning, but super level commitment later on. And you have the 9 of Cups figure in the scene of the 9 of Swords. Again, do you see what I'm trying to say? This energy of 9 of Cups, like a wish fulfillment, but you're guarded. There's guarding, and that's what we see here, exactly. There's some guarding, you know? Oh. So these are like, I don't know vibes of seeing someone, being struck by them, but feeling like things are slow. So you're constantly going back in the beginning, at the very beginning, of feeling, whoa, this is an amazing person, but I don't know about their vibe. Sometimes it's really sweet, sometimes it's mysterious. So there's, with the Chariot and the Knight of Pentacles, Chariot is fast, Knight of Pentacles is slow. So it's like putting a foot on the gas and then another on the brakes at the beginning, because you can't fully read the vibe. And I think you can't read the vibe. I'll just tell you what's going on from now, seeing all of your cards. What's going to happen is that this person will too instantly like you, but it seems like they cannot be committing. So their energy is going to be like as well, because, and that's why you're reacting this way, because they really like you. But do you see, there's a child here, so there's commitment, which means maybe they have a family, maybe they, and I don't mean they're gonna leave their family, oh my god, but maybe like this is signifying they're committed to something. Maybe they're committed to their work, maybe they're committed to something, like they gotta help their ill parents. They can't be in anything else. Maybe they have a partner that they're ending things with. I don't know. But there is some sort of commitment, and it seems like they can't. And so it looks like two people secretly liking each other, but can't really talk about it in the beginning. And so that's where we get the gas and brakes, the gas and brakes at the very beginning of your connection. Right. So the question is, how are you going to meet them? I gotta get this. How? Well, you know, there is a line here. It reminds me of when there's a line like marking between a country and another. You know these lines? I remember when I was, I think 13 or maybe 14, I was with my best friend between Norway and Sweden. We had one foot on Norway and the other foot on Sweden. And we're like, look, we're in two countries at the same time. So maybe you both live in different countries or different cities. There's even a boat that was going to be built and it stopped being built. So maybe there were travel plans that were halted. But again, how did you meet? Did you meet maybe you met between borders. Oh, maybe you're going to be meeting between travels. Like perhaps some of you will meet this person in a transit. So that could be, or maybe one of you is traveling to another country where you're going to be meeting this person. That's an option here. Again, borders. Perhaps during travel is what I'm grasping. Yeah, even the Chariot. I think it's during travels. Even look, these feel like wife, what is it called? Like sound waves, international calls. Something about meeting because you're in different places. Like maybe one, like I said, it must be traveling here at this point, because these remind me of international communication. So it looks like this person is traveling. Makes me feel like officials stamping passports. Yeah, to be honest, I don't know, but I really feel like there's traveling going on. During some sort of travel. How did you keep... And then you kept communication with the waves here. For some of you, maybe your car won't be working or be going slow and they will offer to help. That's another scenario that I'm seeing. Maybe you're traveling to different universities, student exchange or something. Yeah, these are the things that I'm really seeing. But yeah, you will instantly like each other for sure here. And as usual, one's offering something and one's not able to take it. Okay, so that's the story here. I think the different energies here are because it's a general reading, you know, everyone's gonna have their own stories, but I tried as much as possible to extract the different things that I'm seeing here in this connection. But you do see this Nine of Swords in the background of the Nine of Cups. It's exactly, I see, but I don't trust my intuition. It's like maybe someone's not going to be following what they see straight away. Okay, now timing. Let's see what the timing is for this beautiful story. Whoa. Well, that's part of timing, I guess. The Kings are the number 14, right? So we got that. Kings are the number 14. Hierophant is the number 5. It could be 14th of May for some of you. Or 4 April. So you've got the 7 of Pentacles. And whoa, and you've got the 10 of Pentacles. Just a note before we take a look at timing. This is going to be, you're going to be abundantly happy with this person. It's going to feel so overwhelmingly good, you're not going to believe it. Okay, timing. Look, this is crazy. I mean, of course, this is a timeless reading. Take it how it resonates. But if you're watching this right now, we did get the 14th of April or 14th of May. If you count 7 months from September, from when this reading is, from when this reading was posted, it takes us to April, right? So if you're not watching this now, 7 could be 7 months or 7 weeks, 7 days, maybe a week from when you're watching this. Always take timing with a grain of salt. As you can see, extracting something so specific may not always be super accurate. So yeah, and especially for like many people watching this video. It's going to be different for everyone watching. So when I give you guys timing, it's like I'm hoping it connects to something you already know, or something that you already understand or feel or resonate with. So also this could be, by the way, 7th of October. Something may be happening in October. Yeah. Or if you're watching this later, 10th of July. Or 7th of October. Yeah, so these are the energies that I'm seeing for sure. And with the 7 of Pentacles and the 7 of Swords, once it happens, you're not going to believe it, because I think with the 7 of Swords in the background, one of you already thought it was done or something. When it restarts again, it's almost going to feel surreal. And look, there's a ship here again, just like the ship. So yeah, very interesting story, my dear pile number 1. At the end of the day, with all of this action going on, this is going to be your wonderful companion, like a perfect match. A companion where you get to both take your masks off and be your real inner selves. A connection and a relationship that will help heal the both of you. It's going to be very exciting, nourishing to the soul and to the heart and the mind. And this person will be holding you very dear and sacred, and will treat you with a lot of respect. And my dear pile number 1, this is exactly what I see in terms of what your future spouse is going to be like, and how and when will you meet them. It looks like it's pretty soon that you are meeting this person. I wish you all the best of luck with this situation. If you do meet someone soon who you feel like, oh, this looks like an amazing person, I feel like this is the one, perhaps they just may be it, perhaps. And my dear pile number 1, this was your reading. I wish you the best of luck in this situation. And if you've enjoyed it, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. You know, I post readings nearly every single day. And please don't forget to check out my productivity handbook. It's small, straight to the point. You're not going to procrastinate reading it, but you will find that it has all the key advice and secrets to helping you become a productive person right away, all while enjoying it. And if this is something that you've been interested in, and you've wanted to improve your productivity to a point where you're actually enjoying it and watching your dreams happen every single day, you might want to just check this ebook out. It was written with every bit of my heart and with the full intention to actually help you do that. So if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to it down in the description box. There's also an audiobook if you love listening to your books. And my dear pile number 1, thank you so much for tuning in. All the best of luck. Please do update me. I will love to hear your updates. And I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 2. Welcome to your reading. You are drawn to the beautiful green moss agate, as well as this Believe card. And today we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like, and we're also taking a look at how and when you will be meeting them. And to do this reading, there we go. And I feel like this one moved as well, so we'll take both cards. These are the oracle decks that we will be using for your reading today. That is your card right there. So we have your oracle cards ready. Let's just pick up one chakra card. This way we have like a sort of reading to the energy of your connection. And then we'll check your tarot cards in a moment. Right, so what is the chakra card? A balanced crown chakra. Sorry. There we go. And you have, I sense higher consciousness. Wow. In your reading, I really feel like you are going to be completely guided, or at least you're going to feel like you are completely guided all the way through, from the very beginning to the very end, with your connection with this person. Like you will feel like the universe has a hand in this, and you will feel like you're guided. You will follow the advice. It's like, yeah, you feel absolutely guided. And it's really interesting that you have this card, because I sense that you're isolated. Perhaps you like being alone. And it's probably going to be a very interesting story of how you connect with this person, although you could be someone who maybe doesn't meet people that much. Let's find out. Okay, let's take a look at the archetype. Here you have advocate. So the light attribute of the advocate is inspires you to put compassion into action. And the shadow attribute is embracing negative causes or committing to causes for personal gain. Okay, first of all, I see a lot of greens in your reading, and this first tells me that this is a person who has an active heart chakra, someone who's very loving, caring, someone who cares about people, has compassion, has empathy, is there for others. An empathetic person. And you have zebra. You have the shepherd, celebration, family. Don't these kind of look the same with their face towards our reading? All right, there's a high emphasis on the third eye chakra. Again, we get the same idea that you will be guided and you will be seeing things, knowing that it is the universe sort of guiding you towards this connection. Highly guided connection. Okay, whoa. So you have the warrior, perfectionism and burnout. Right, so let's keep it here. It looks like an hourglass, doesn't it? Makes me feel like time is highly tied to this connection somehow. We'll find out. Don't know what this means yet. So, can we kindly get more information, please, on what pile number 2's partner is going to be like? Whoa, oh, I didn't expect that. Is going to be like. Wow. And how and when will they meet them, please? Finally, this one. Whoa. They are rather slippery today. Okay, let's keep your deck here so that we can access it whenever we want. And for now, let's take a look at the cards you got. So, my dear pile number 2, whoa, right off the bat, you have the Four of Wands. And this straight away tells me that this is going to be a very romantic connection. How did I not pick that up with all of the green chakra here? This is going to be like someone who's going to be very romantic, will know how to tap into your heart. You will instantly tap into theirs. There's going to be a lot of romance, a romantic person. They know what to say, how to say it. They're mesmerized by you. I think there's a lot of falling in love, deep falling in love that is happening here. But before that happens, there's a shield. And so there's a lot of protecting the heart. And I'm very interested with how, with all of that protection, almost looks like a wall here, how you're going to be entering this person's heart. So you have the King of Wands. Okay, with all of this love, this is also a very strong character, someone with a lot of power as well, or feels powerful. Yeah. Charismatic as well. You have the Eight of Pentacles, hard worker and a master at what they do. Whoa, Knight of Wands. They fiercely go after what they want. Five of Wands. And it's right next to the shield here. How interesting. Wow, the Star card. In conjunction to the King of Wands. Wow. And you have the Judgment card. This is a highly charismatic person. I think you're gonna like this person straight away. And whoa, and you have the Ten of Cups ending your reading. This is amazing. Ten of Cups ending the reading means that you're gonna end up being together and forming a beautiful family, because the Ten of Cups in tarot is a happy family. So we'll be seeing these cards later. Let's just keep them for now to the side until we need any further questions, which we're definitely going to get into. So I feel like this person will see you and they will straight away know that you are the one. So this is someone who falls in love as soon as they set their eyes on you. They will know right away. This is the one. So why then is there a shield in that case? How interesting. I think, believe it or not, in the beginning of your connection, some miscommunication might happen with the Five of Wands. I don't know why. It will be an initial barrier to this connection at the very beginning. And with the Shepherd, it's almost like, because of this communication, it's kind of shepherding or taking the connection to like a different direction initially. And there is this isolation here. So perhaps initially, although there is like the strong attraction, perhaps even love at first sight, recognizing that this is absolutely your dream person, you recognizing that they are super charismatic, they recognizing that you are their dream person, or both energies really. There's mutual like here, make no mistake. Both of you are gonna like each other at first sight. This is mutual attraction, mutually feeling like there is chemistry, charisma, and noticing straight away that you are each other's dream. And despite all of that, some miscommunication may happen at the beginning, even though you seem to me like you have a big heart. They have a big heart. They have a big heart. There is some miscommunication happening that will somehow like create some sort of shield in the connection in the beginning, and may shepherd it to like off-road for some reason. And one of you will be quite hard to access. I don't know why. Why would one of you become hard to access? Perhaps due to the misunderstanding. So I will say access to the communication at the beginning will not be available due to some miscommunication here. But with the zebra, this reminds me of a zebra crossing. You'll eventually cross from that. You'll be able to cross and communicate again. So that's gonna happen, it seems. And before this communication goes back, and we'll explore how that's going to happen. It's kind of like everyone going back to their work, doing their thing. Which gives me a great idea that both of you, you have a life going on. It's interesting how you would meet someone and be that awestruck and like feel some sort of attraction, maybe even love at first sight. And then when things don't really work out, both of you are like, okay, back to work, back to our normal lives. You have a life to go back to, very busy. But at the back of your minds, this connection is there. And you might have been drawn to pile number one. The stories aren't exactly the same, but there is this idea. I don't want to spoil it. If you're drawn to pile number one, I highly recommend it, especially with the judgment card of something rising again. So yeah, a resurrection. So if you were drawn to pile number one, I wouldn't be surprised at all. So you guys go back to your regular world, working and doing, achieving your goals. And then an announcement, some communication in due time, because this does look like an hourglass from the very beginning. In due time, in the right time, communication will start rising again. I am now wondering how communication is going to rise again. How are you crossing the other side? How is this really missing from your reading? So a pause here, and then things moving very quickly, very passionately, and where you get together, express your love for each other, and even form a family and get married. So I'm really confused a little bit with what happened here between the gap and the communication again. Perhaps this is what we're getting from these cards. That's why we got these cards. So we got the overall story. Let's get more insight now on what's going on in this gap right there, and how communication happened and arose again. And we see two old people connecting back. So how did that happen, please? 1, 2, 3. How many cards? 4, 5, 6, 7. Wow. Okay. We'll do exactly what we see. Whoa. Someone's holding off with the 4 of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles, and someone is independent, not waiting for the other person. Just wondering, why is this person holding off? 9 of Wands, setting strong boundaries, the shield again. What's up with that? Okay. Gosh. Right. So one's really holding on and keeping strong boundaries. The other person is independent. That's the Queen of Pentacles. Feels abundant. They're absolutely fine with that holding off. 2 of Pentacles. Wait. Here, the Queen of Pentacles is making choices. 7 of Swords. Something's tricky in this area. Something is tricky in this area. Wow. Okay. We'll get there. Devil. Yeah, something's not right. Something here is not right. And the Knight of Swords. So we see devil energy. Devil energy could be many things. It could be misunderstanding, or it could be actually something wrong going on, making the other person like hold off. They're like, no, not taking this energy. And we see the Seven of Swords here with the other person. One side is, oh my God, the shield and the like, no, not taking this, no communication. My goodness. But you can't blame this side, because in fact, with the Seven of Swords and the Devil here, something is going on the other side. Okay, and obviously one side doesn't like, maybe things aren't straightforward, maybe there's lying, maybe there's hiding, although this is like a wonderful person. But I think if I look close, I'll be able to see why there is the Devil and the Seven of Swords here. Also, Knight of Swords, quick to say things or quick to take certain actions. Let me reflect. Maybe this is a busy person who's got their hands full and so isn't showing the other person initially that they have time for them, which probably like put some boundaries here. Or maybe this person is handling more than one energy, like maybe they have to leave a certain connection, and this is why this person is like being like, no. Maybe this connection, this romance happened like at a moment in time that wasn't really the right time. Yeah, like a spark of magic that could have happened, maybe not exactly at the right time. You can't plan these things. So perhaps one side discovered that the other side isn't ready. That could be it. It is a general reading, and I truly feel like I'm translating so many things at the same time, and I don't want you to worry, but all I'm just trying to say is it happened during a time where this person didn't know that a spark like that would happen, nor did this person. And so a strong boundary is happening here from one side of the connection, saying, okay, so this is an amazing spark here going on. My heart chakra is opened, but if it's going to happen this way, I'm not going to take it. So how are we moving then between this energy to things rising again? We see this side freeing. You have the Knight of Swords freeing this obstacle, which was the card between these two energies. Freeing the negative energy or the difficulties, the challenges that's standing and causing this boundary. Also, Knight of Swords is communication. So this side may be communicating as they free what's going on here. So, for example, if this person is relatively busy to, give proper respect to the other side, then they are, in that case, working hard to do the right thing, like give to their world, but at the same time making sure they create that proper respectful space for the other person, and so on. So one side will be freeing the energy that we're seeing here that's causing this imbalance. And with the Knight of Swords is one of the fastest knights in the deck. You see someone charging forward quickly and with strong communication towards the other person. Perhaps this is where the communication is, because it's falling on top of the communication that we've noticed in the Judgment card. So yeah, perhaps a lot of like maybe hiding, and it doesn't mean that this person is like bad or wants to hide, but you know, we also noticed that this is a person who has an open, beautiful heart, but is guarded at the beginning. But this person is very poised. I find that this person to be very poised. And so maybe they have some things to deal with for sure. And once they deal with it, they will be approaching you. That's definitely happening here. But it's not because they're bad people. You can totally see they're poised and calm and rational. But they do have to deal with something. They realize that these boundaries are set there because they have to deal with something well, be it time, be it whatever it is, freeing themselves to be able to be fair to the other side. Exactly. And communication will be happening once this person deals with the situation. You might be wondering, so how long is this person, like, are you going to be like waiting there? First of all, you're not going to be waiting. You two will be busy. You mirror each other in so many ways, and having your own world and being charismatic and being this person's dream as well. So there's a lot of mirroring going on here, especially with the heart chakra. Both parties have like an open, strong heart capable of loving deeply. And so the question is, how long will this person take to deal with this energy? Because once there's an attraction, there's like some energy going on here. Okay, good question. So how long? Tower card and the Nine of Swords. Oh, you know what the Tower card tells me, actually? Tower card tells me that it was supposed to be something solid for a long time, but then something happens and brings it down quickly, brings this boundary quickly. So it might not actually be that long. You see, with the Nine of Swords is like a monster that's not there. Initially, you might think or feel that it's going to take a long time, but in reality, it may be like right away, sooner than you think. Yeah. You might be contacted by this person during that time, once all of this happens, like pretty close. Like, it's not going to take time at all. Although that time may not feel pleasant, but it's not going to take a long time. And communication will recommence between the two of you as this person charges forward. Very courageously here. Okay, so next question is, where are you going to meet this person? It looks to me like it's some fleeting moment here going on. So, where are you meeting this person? You have the Eight of Cups. That could be travel. Or are you leaving something and going somewhere else? Four of Cups, when you least expect it. When you least expect it, you may be getting communication. And the Seven of Wands. They might be approaching you as you're traveling, or maybe like tapping on your shoulder, asking you about something. In all cases, it's going to happen during a time where you're really busy and you have so much to handle. with these windows and this house and area, this, for some of you, this might be your neighbor as well, or someone in the next office. But certainly when you least expected, you seem very busy, like you're leaving or you're packing or you have some difficulties to deal with, and they will be approaching you, like maybe introducing themselves to you or asking you about something. And you might have a really nice, pleasant moment. But as you continue to speak with this person, some sort of challenge here is going to happen. And it will change the direction of where the energy was going. Perhaps as we've explored, something is going on with one person or the other. We've explored that already. In fact, for some of you, before you notice them, initially you may even be like irritated by this connection. You know, it kind of reminds me, like maybe you work in a company and you have a lot of clients to deal with, and so at the very beginning, this person could be one of the clients who's seeking something, and you're like, oh no, not now. Yeah, because you have so much to deal with. But then you realize, whoa, this is like a really awesome person. So yeah, please take it how it resonates. And although there is some initial miscommunication here, the other party will be like head on fixing this situation. Like this is the Knight of Swords. Courageous, making sure this situation is fixed. This person will set eyes on you and they will know. This is like, all right, this is definitely my person here. So be patient. This person will find a way to cross to the other side and get to you. Once the communication begins again, things will be moving passionately. Knight of Wands, this is crazy. Passionately between the two of you, and things will be moving fast, where you will be building a connection, falling in love, and getting married and forming a happy family together. I mean, you couldn't get a better card for a future spouse than the Ten of Cups. And it is ending the reading. In all cases, never forget that the most important part about this connection, with all of its highs and lows, at the end of the day, you will be guided every step within this connection, and you will see that everything will work out great. Okay, so now is timing. Timing is first, when will you meet this person? Like initially. And the next timing is, when will you reconnect and form this connection? So let's take 2 cards for this question, 2 cards for the second question. So when will you meet this person? Hermit, 2 of Swords. And when will this connection continue? 3 of Wands, 9 of Cups. And at the bottom is the 7 of Pentacles. So you got to be a little bit patient with this connection. When are you supposed to meet this person? See, 2 of Swords, you're not supposed to know this information. You're not going to get this information during that reading. It's supposed to be like a surprise. So that is you will know and see it when it's time. You know, when it happens, you will know. Okay. So what about, when will you move? When will things get going with this person? 3 and 9. Three and 9. If you're watching this reading now, you know, it is a timeless reading, but it is September. So 9 could be actually talking about September. If this is September, then this has probably already happened for some of you. So for those of you who are getting September, then perhaps you've already gone through this whole thing and you're smiling. Wow. So some of you are like towards the end of this whole process. Oh my God. And it looks like in September, things are picking up for you guys. So this may be like a long thing that already happened. If this is rather new to you, you don't know what I'm talking about in this reading, this is rather new energy, then 3 could suggest March, 3 could suggest in 3 months as well. But again, you have the 3 of Wands showing that things will hit off right away during that time, when it's time for it. In all cases, when it's time, this person will truly surprise you with this communication. And also, once things begin, you will find that this person will, who although has a strong character and strong personality, will have a beautiful heart. You will find them to be someone who will fall madly and deeply in love with you. They will have a lot of empathy. They will have a good heart. And you will find them to be a family person who's there, who enjoys that bond that they have with you and the family that you will build together. You have celebration and family here. So this keeping out, whether it's from your side or their side, it is truly about just protecting their heart or protecting your heart to make sure that things go in the right way. And in all of this whole story going on, you're not going to feel like you're left out, not knowing what's going on. In every single step, it's kind of like you will be guided, you will be shown signs. It's like you will always be updated almost and guided on what to do and what not to do every single step of the way. So believe that you'll just know what to do. You're never going to be alone in this until things work out beautifully for you. And centering your reading, this is genuinely a dream coming true for the both of you. Yeah. And perhaps the universe is like making sure that things work out and are correct from the very beginning before your connection begins. And my dear pile number 2, this is exactly what I see in your reading on what will your future spouse be like and how and when will you meet. I truly wish you all the best of luck with this beautiful connection. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. You know, I post readings nearly every single day. And please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. I did partner with a nutritionist that I personally really love and believe in to bring out this e-cookbook for you. I was very passionate about this because I wanted to help you eat healthy and delicious food, but at the same time have the rest of the day to do what is important for you. And by the way, if you're vegan, I got you. There is a vegan version. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes, and this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from, perhaps even for the rest of your life. And so if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find the link to this e-cookbook down in the description box. This way you'll get to eat healthy, delicious food, and it won't take you time to prepare it at all. So, my dear pile number 2, this was your reading. Thank you so much for tuning in. So excited about this sweet story. Please do update me, guys. Let me know what's going on, and I'll catch you in the next reading. Bye. Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. Ooh. So you've got this card. You were drawn to the beautiful amethyst as well as this really pretty card with wonder. I see a full moon here. So let's see how your reading is going to go. Today, as you know, we're taking a look at what will your future spouse be like and how and when will you meet them. Okay, so to do this read, oh, looks like this one slid out as well. So to do this reading, these are the oracle decks that we will be using. And I want to pick out a chakra card to get a sense of the energy of this reading for you, as well as perhaps even a message. All right, so let's check them out. For your chakra card, you have an overactive heart chakra. Ooh la la. But here the message is, I love but can struggle saying no. Okay, let's keep it there and see what this is all about. Doesn't this snow figure look like the moon is like reflecting the moon? Interesting, really interesting. It's like two people who look the same, but in essence may not be the same or something. Let's find out what this would say. But two pure people, because of all the white. There's a lot of purity, innocence, honesty. There's a lot of love. There's a lot of strong intuition here. There's definitely matching, two people who absolutely match. Let's find out. Let's find out. So you have Child Magical. Again, what an amazing card. Can you see it? Yes. So the light attributes of this card are seeing the potential for sacred beauty. Do you see that? Wow. In all things, the belief that everything is possible. Truly like magical inner child, people with a magical inner child. The shadow attributes are pessimism, depression, and disbelief in miracles. Believing that energy and action are not required for growth. Okay. So I truly believe that this is going to be like a magical reading in terms of two magical people meeting, especially that this beautiful color is mimicked in the flowers. Okay. Ooh, you've got crocodile. Okay. Quite interesting. And you have the forgotten, and you can see an eye here. There's something about the eyes in your reading. So the forgotten, missed opportunities, fear of failure. Let's keep it there and let's take a look at your tarot cards. It could also mean two exact same people, but from two different worlds. That could be another thing. All right. So intriguing. Okay. So, what will your future spouse be like, and how and when will you meet them? Getting there. I'm gonna stop in a second. But these are the ones I saw, and I believe they're meant to be out. Okay, so whoa! So right off the bat, you have the Four of Wands. This is going to be a truly loving story. Like I told you, I see two people who are pure, honest, and will fall madly in love with each other. You know, I get it now. The emphasis on the eyes is love at first sight. Okay, but with the forgotten here, something is happening, especially with the crocodile archetype appearing. So let's explore more. You have the Knight of Pentacles. Things may be, at least in the beginning, a bit slow. But again, with the cow and many ancient civilizations, especially in ancient Egypt, it was a symbol for love, representing the goddess Hathor. So yeah, there's definitely a lot of love. You have the Empress. Wow, your cards. Maybe this person is slow to approach or something. This instantly gives me a feeling that your spouse will initially feel like you are out of their league. Yeah, there's like looking from afar and admiring. And here with I love but can struggle to say no. I feel like this person is struggling to say how they feel. And so that's where the waiting is. This will be a person who will watch you for a very long time, admiring you, not sure if they can like dare, in their minds at least, dare to look up that high is the type of thought. And crocodile, you know, it's being in the water and comes out on earth. Yes, definitely from two different worlds. I'm not sure if maybe you would accept them. Yeah, because look, there's always different colors. So perhaps different countries, different ethnicities, different backgrounds, different cultures, something like that. Whoa, do you see that? 7 of Cups, you are certainly, this keeps coming up in your energy. It couldn't be a coincidence. You certainly seem to this person like a big dream coming true. And you see the upward head movement all the time. Upward head movement. Signifying someone who feels like this is a big dream. Can it be something that would actually come true one day? It's like, wow, this is what I would dream of. Do I dare approach this person? At least that's what they think. No one should think like that. But these are the thoughts, the energy here in this reading. Can I dare and contact this person? Can I dare and think that I can be with this person? So sweet, so humble, so sweet. You have the 5 of Swords. Something's happening here. This is the story of Osiris and Isis. 5 of Pentacles. Actually, I'm going to leave it right after it because it makes sense. Let's go like this and let the cards lead us. So the ending would be here. Queen of Wands. 2 of Pentacles. And the 9 of Swords. We've got still 2 more cards. Okay. So look. 4 of Wands, first thing right off the bat, we can see that this is definitely going to be the person you will marry. There's a happy ever after going on. And so the story then starts taking us how this is happening. Yeah, we see someone who's slow to approach someone they're dreaming of, and it may take a little bit of time here. I think they may be hearing some sort of news, like maybe a no or something. Some news that will break their heart, because here Isis is crying over Osiris, her lover, who was initially killed by, of course, Set. But, you know, Osiris resurrects back. And in fact, they get a child together, which we see in your reading here. But before that, something ends here. And I see with the 5 of Pentacles, this person really feeling like perhaps they lost you forever. What ends here? Maybe these are the 2 cards that are explaining to us what happened here. Wait, I think here can catch something. Nine of Swords is the mind, right? So something is troubling this person. Seth, the ancient Egyptian god Seth, is the god of chaos, war. So with the sword, there's some idea, maybe some rule, some culture is standing in the way. It could be parents of one party refusing the other. That happens in some cultures. So one person seeing someone as amazing, maybe their parents aren't too happy with this parents, or their parents, the other person's parents aren't too happy with the other person, something like that. It could also be laws of country, maybe some heaviness weighing this person down and is causing them stress, like they're thinking, I would love to go to this person's country or be able to bring this person to my country, but the laws aren't allowing it. Something is going on here, weighed down by money, laws, parents. There's some troubles here that are initially standing in the way between two hearts that adore each other. And so for some time, I see that this person will feel like they're lacking, holding on to a little hope, but feeling like they've lost the battle. That's of course not going to happen, because Osiris, we know in the story of Isis and Osiris, who are divine lovers, Osiris rises up again and they get children. So they get Horus. But for some time, this person might be afraid that they missed this opportunity, and that maybe they will be forgotten. Fear of failure saying they're holding on, but there is they're doubting that these troubles will leave. And that's where we see the shadow of the magical child: pessimism, depression, disbelief in miracles. Although it's something that is common between the two of you, the miracles, but because of this person perhaps wanting you so much, at a point they may lose this magic, lose this belief, because they're so afraid. And it's all related to the mind. They are so afraid of losing something so dear like that. And so on one hand, they're weighed down by the circumstances, but on the other hand, you mean the world to them, and they can't let go. So what happens next? We know the ending here. The Fool and the Eight of Wands. Wonderful. So we can obviously see, just like the story of Isis and Osiris, a new beginning, and one full of power, determination, maybe even flying. Maybe this person flying to where you are, determined to fix the situation. You know, this is the Little Mermaid. It totally goes aligned with the idea of two different worlds. So the way this person is doing it is they're coming out of their world, their water, growing some feet, symbolizing the idea that they're changing themselves, changing their circumstances in such a miraculous way. This person is a magical child in all cases, determined, changes their circumstances, builds feet, comes to you and makes this happen. So what was initially standing in your way, this person is actually not going to take no for an answer, although in the middle will be struggling, like will get the initial shock, will be afraid to be forgotten, but will realize that no, this is the person that I want, I'm going to do this, and they will be doing miracles to move from their environment to yours. Like this could be them, maybe you live in different states, they want to make this happen, they work hard, they make a good career, they make good money, and they come to your state, or they bring you, or whatever. something along the lines of them removing this obstacle out of the way. Whatever this obstacle is, by the way. Whatever this obstacle is, and this is a general reading, it might not be culture, it might not be parents, it might not be different rules and regulations. It could be many things, but this person will be determined to remove this out of the way. They know you are the one, they're afraid to be forgotten, and they will do the right thing, and they do the right thing for the story, and they will come. And they will show up back in your life. Why? Because although the hope has lessened, it was never forgotten. It was never, it just couldn't be, it couldn't leave their hearts, is what I'm trying to say. Because I know this story of a girl who had only some matches left, and she just kept on lighting one. During the cold night, it would finish, she would light another one. So this person kept the hope going, for sure. So I bet you the question is, before we know the timing, you are probably asking, is this process gonna take a long time for them to figure things out? Oh, there we go. So this is like yes or no kind of thing in terms of, will it take a long time, or will they be able to figure it out quickly? Ha! The Lovers. So what would we pick from this? Before the timing, do note the different people type of situation. This is the Beauty and the Beast. And of course, note that the beast turns into a prince or a man at the end. So this person is transforming themselves to match the situation or to make things happen. And it's going to be a beautiful love story, for sure. Look at that. So when? Back to when. So I stared at this card for a long time, trying to figure out the time. So I thought, why don't I randomly Google the Lovers card and time and see, like, the first thing that comes would be the message for this reading. So I Googled, what does Lovers denote in time? And without even clicking on the link, on the outside, it says, moreover, it also signifies promising connections. Therefore, the time span for both things to happen, I don't know what they were talking about in the article, but therefore the time span for both things to happen will be like a shortcoming. So consider it as a positive ... Yeah. So what I'm seeing here, just let me put the computer back, is something short. It's not going to take long. That's great news. Okay, good to know. So it's not, I think it's their love and their magical essence. This is a person who makes things happen. Their belief in the universe that things are going to happen. And remember, we did notice going from water to earth in the beginning. This person is moving environments for you and is doing it rather quickly. Okay. Also, crocodile is like watching from another environment. They're in the water with their eyes popping up. They're able to see everything else. So this is a person who's been watching you and watching you and watching you. And this is definitely the type of person who will prove their love to you. My goodness. Definitely will show you how dear you are to them and what you mean to them and how you are their dream. I mean, this is a person who puts their money where their mouth is at. Okay, so next question. How about when will you meet this person? Are you meet like another, before we get into the timing, let's do another short or long. Is it gonna take long for you to meet this person? Or are you nearly going to meet this person, or have you met this person? The Magician. Ooh, 1. I think if you haven't met them, this is like happening very soon, especially that this is the time that this reading reached you, right? And this is the time that these cards are showing up. So no, I think this person has already seen you, by the way. See, this person, oh, so sweet. This person is already watching you. So this person has already seen you. For a lot of you, this has already started with one, or it could mean that is on the brinks of happening. Right, so we know that. Really cool, really, really good. So since this is happening soon, for the ones who haven't started this yet, when? King of Wands. King of Wands gives me the idea that things have matured. So I have the sense that this is right away. Like this is probably happening very, very soon in your life, like right away. This is like, we're talking about something that not only forming, has formed, and this person is approaching you. Wow, the Wheel of Fortune. I truly feel like you're going to be very fortunate. This person's heart is trapped, and I think, again, with the Wheel of Fortune, like things are moving. Ace of Cups. Guys, this is the second one we get after asking this question. This is starting right away. One cup pouring into another. Yeah. So if you're watching this reading now, this is definitely about to happen for you. So let's get details about the beginning. You have such a beautiful reading. I cannot stop. Let's ask, since this is so intimidating here, I'm so curious with this type of intimidation. How is this person approaching you, right? Wait, these two for sure. So how is this person approaching you? How is that? So this moved. This is like card beats. Doom, doom, doom. Right? Ace of Swords. They're gonna communicate. Oh, that's really awesome to see. Because although they're greatly intimidated and their hearts are beating, they're going to be very courageous to break the knots that are standing in the way. Like clear-cut communication, like, hello, nice to meet you, this is this and this and so, and you know, start communicating with you. They're thinking, I'm just going to get to it. I'm just going to say something clearly, like talk with this person. And you can see the bow and arrow here. They're like, I'm doing this. 10 of Wands, although it's gonna feel mortifying for this person to do. But the wonderful thing about this 10 of Wands, long story short, this is a father who loved his daughter, and this father died with their ears onto the ground because they were trying to listen clearly, trying to hear his daughter and his tribe. Perhaps he can hear their footsteps coming near and find them. So for this reason, this tree grew a lot of nuts that look like ears. So this is a person who will speak clearly and will be listening to you very well, a great listener, but will be listening to everything, how you move, how you talk. You will see someone who's attentive, will be listening to your ideas, listening to how you move, watching how you feel, super interested in you. So you will see someone with clear communication and very attentive. So sweet. How it's going to start? This is someone who, although is a bit worried, will communicate clearly, will make sure it's clear and strong, and will be also waiting to hear from you. Maybe they'll give you their number, ask you to call them back, and will be waiting. You know, this is someone waiting. This is like, did she call yet? Did she? Or did he call yet? Did he answer? Did they call yet? Did they see my message? Something like that. Or did they save my number? Did they say, will they call? Let me check my phone. Something like that. Attentively waiting. Clear communication, attentively waiting. This person has got it for you. my dear pile number 3. This is one of the sweetest readings I've done on future spouses. I don't remember. I mean, they're all wonderful. All of them are wonderful, but this is something else. And I guess they're gonna take it from there. Beautiful reading, my dear pile number 3. I truly wish you all the best of luck with this person. Congratulations, may you have a wonderful, loving life. You know, keep this energy open. Whenever it's bound to happen, it's going to happen. This was your reading, my dear pile number 3. I truly hope you've enjoyed it. I certainly have enjoyed doing this reading for you. All the best of luck with that. And if you've enjoyed this reading, please give me a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel so that you never miss a reading that I upload. And please don't forget to check out my productivity e-cookbook. It has 210 recipes that are healthy, delicious, and are cooked in a matter of minutes, giving you the rest of the day to do what is important for you. This way you can eat healthy, delicious food, all while taking care of yourself, not having to worry so much about what to eat, how to eat it, how to prepare it. The instructions are so clear, whether you're a good cook or not. There's a clear picture, clear nutritional values. Even the recipes, the navigation is a breeze. You click on the recipe you want today, it opens straight to the page. It was done from the heart. I did partner with a nutritionist that I really love and believe in to be able to bring out this e-cookbook for you. Done with so much love. Hope you guys love it. And if you're interested in checking it out, you'll find a link to it down in the description box. There's also, by the way, a vegan version if you're vegan. If not, you can make use of both ebooks. There are no duplicate recipes, and this way you'll have a plethora of healthy and delicious meals to choose from, perhaps even for the rest of your life. So, my dear pile number 3, thank you so much for tuning in. Love your story. Please do update me. I love it when you guys update me on what happened and how these energies and cards actually translated in your real life. I would love to hear it, my dear beautiful pile number 3. And I'll catch you in the next reading.